Hi, Levi. I hope that you're doing well. Okay, last we met, we were discussing our major scales, but there was a secret extra thing that we also discussed. We were talking about how there were extra secret scales that existed inside of our major scales. Very curious, right? One of the scales that we took very special interest in is a scale that we call the minor scale, right? So remember, major, whenever we're referring to music, is talking about something that sounds happy. But minor is a term that we use whenever the music sounds more sad, right? So our minor scale is a sad sounding scale that exists within our major scale. And we found that it actually, because it is inside the same scale, shares the same notes with our major scale. Kind of like their siblings or cousins or any sort of familial relation or familial connection. They're made up of the same stuff. They just have different names. So that's why we can call A minor the relative minor to our C major scale. And it works the other way too. C major is the relative major to our A minor scale, right? Of course, I want you to keep up with working on those. And I really also want you to pay attention to the accidentals inside of these scales, right? I know we've been talking about them a lot, but they're going to be very helpful in preparing for our Music Mastery Festival. Okay, but we also were looking at the Waltz of the Flowers from the Nutcracker. And we looked at the opening section and also the ending section. And something that we noticed almost immediately is that they share quite a lot in common. In fact, we might even be able to call the first two pages of this piece a pattern, and we might just be able to say that the last two pages of this piece follow the same pattern. Maybe even they are the same pattern. In fact, you mentioned something very interesting that you learned about from the composition summer camp. You said, wait a second, Mr. Jam. Does that mean this is an ABA form for this song? And to that, I say you are correct. We definitely have two A's on either side, and the middle section is different. So that's our B section. But let's look really closely at what's happening. We see the rhythm, and we have half note followed by a quarter note, then another half note followed by a quarter note. Wait a second. Those rhythms are the same. It's a pattern. Do we see that pattern anywhere else on this page? Wow. Over half of this page is doing that exact pattern. One, two, one, one, two, one, one, two, one. And then down here too. One, two, one, one, two, one, one, two, one. Curious. More patterns, more patterns. And on the next page, one, two, one, one, two, one, one, two, one. And down here too. One, two, one, one, two, one, one. Very interesting. So, a lot of this piece is going to be very simple to learn because a lot of it is really just repetition. At least the rhythms are definitely repeated a bunch of times. After this, it's just making sure that we're playing the right notes in rhythm with what we're seeing. But it's a huge ABA, and it is a very repetitious ABA at that. So, while you're working on this piece this week, I remember I told you I only wanted you to do the first four bars last time, but I want you to look at the next four bars as well. We're going to do the whole, not the whole opening section, but We'll do the first page at least. Okay? All right, buddy. I hope you have a really good week, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.